Might be hard to believe, but the internet is turning 50 today. Many of us couldn't imagine our lives without it, and it may be even more unbelievable to see how far we've come. But experts say it must be protected as a force for good as more risks emerge in the connected world.
By the mid-1980s, personal computers were becoming more common, but to connect, you had to use a telephone line. Software was primitive, and cell phones were, well, they were the size of a suitcase. And the World Wide Web, WWW, did not come into existence until 1989.
Can you explain what internet is?
That was 1994, 26 years after the internet first came to be. In 1997, fully half the households in America which were connected to the internet were using AOL.
You've got mail.
America Online.
Investors are really trying to hitch their wagon to all things internet.
Suddenly, the words Silicon Valley were on everyone's lips.
Internet companies are the hottest and most profitable investments in a generation.
And in the year 2000, the dot-com bubble burst.
Most dot-com retail companies will be out of business by next year.
But while investors cried over their losses, inventors and entrepreneurs kept improving ways to use the internet.
The Google search engine has gotten so popular, it's given rise to something called Googling. That's where you type in the name of a friend to see how many times he or she shows up on the internet.
We're trying to create something entirely new, something that the world hasn't seen before.
First a bookseller, then a purveyor of just about everything.
Actually, all orders do need to be placed online.
Thanks to or because of the internet, Amazon has moved into our households.
Alexa, how many ounces are in a cup?
It's worth noting how the popularity of the name Alexa has dropped significantly. By the mid-2000s, smartphones exploded into the marketplace. The first iPhone?
There we go, right there.
In 2007. Just about that time, Facebook entered the scene. Connectivity. We wonder if 50 years ago anyone imagined an America where we spend so much time on screens, as much as 12 hours a day, including TV. The first electronic connector was Samuel Morse. His message across a telegraph line in 1866, "What hath God wrought?" What indeed?
Makes you wonder what the next 50 years has in store. But Mark, I think back to when we got internet in my house growing up. I think it was around 94, 95. And yeah, that dial-up internet that took forever.
Yeah, and that time it was, wow, this is pretty cool. But I know, and then it got more frustrating all along, and then it moved on. But absolutely, I'm with you. Sunshine, totally.